Hang on a second. I want to respond to it's me, Lily, in chat. I'm not capitalizing off the incident. I'm capitalizing off my analysis of it.
Exactly. Charging money for an uneducated analysis over something that I know nothing about is not at all capitalizing.
I have the right to. Just as psychologists will get paid for evaluating Sophie, and authors will get paid for writing the book, and newscasters would have been paid if this case had gone to that level. And
yeah, I know I don't have a degree or a license for any of those professions, but that doesn't mean that there aren't people out there willing to pay me for my steaming dog pile shit analysis. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Nancy Grace has gotten paid for her meager coverage of this.
Exactly. It's so meager she doesn't even have a rubber chicken.
I'm getting paid for my analysis and coverage of it.
There's like one word every minute, and they subscribe to my channel.
I wouldn't worry about that stuff.
There's nothing to be ashamed about in that regard, Lily. Sorry.
No,
I'm not capitalizing off the incident. I'm capitalizing off my analysis of it, which has been unique.
Actually, I'm capitalizing off of the ignorance of anyone who gives me money for this shit.
I just got done saying I'm profiting off my analysis of it. There's nothing wrong with that. You realize that people write books all the time on public incidents and cases, and they make money?
Are you trying to say I'm not an author?
Do you realize that people write movies?
But then don't talk about the other people that are making money off of it.
Sure they do. Oh, sure they do. Sure they do. Sure they do. Journalists take one another to task all the time.
Surely everyone remembers Diane Sawyer and Barbara Walters going at it. I mean, it was like Jerry Springer up in that shit.
Are you a Fox News watcher or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like Tucker?
I do.
Okay. He makes a hell of a lot of money. You know that, right?
Oh, of course.
And he takes to task other news journalists all the time.
Well, except for Barbara Walters. I mean, she kind of took him out too. She gave him a front wedgie.
So why is it okay for him, but not some middle-class mother from Michigan? Why?
Yeah, Tucker, where's my front wedgie?
Why is it okay for him to do, but not me? Why can't I make a living with my intelligence and my writing ability, regardless of the case?
She actually said intelligence. I'm way too freaking sober for this shit.
I'm only commenting on what I've observed, though. I'm not commenting on anything that they've done. If you go back and you listen to every single live I've done about this case,
you will either live long enough to live safely at Chernobyl, or you will have died by shoving murder hornets in your ears.
On stuff that I have not myself personally observed. That's my standard. And the fact that he left his family and was gone for 9 months. I mean, these are facts, and these are things that I've observed. It's not knowing if there was none doesn't give you the right to loudly proclaim there was.
Exactly. I mean, how dare you make these proclamations when you only observed this girl making these claims on video?
Just because you don't know a thing doesn't mean you have the right to say it is a thing. Sophie's a liar. I would not doubt if Sophie admitted to them that she's lying. I'm a liar. Yeah, I'm not making money off telling lies. I'm making money off giving my analysis that people want to pay me for. They want to pay me so that I will keep giving my thoughts on things because they value my thoughts on things.
Oh, so classy. So absolutely ridiculous.
Notice when you open the chicken's legs, it's squawks.
Oh my God. What?
What? All I'm doing is opening and closing the legs. Okay. You do understand I've covered multiple topics. Critical thinking being my chief primary focus. He got the gut. He had the muffin top, hot dog, diggity dog. You know what, Ryan? You're getting the chicken. Ryan, this is for you. You're a chicken.
You're a chicken.
So it's kind of like I'm kind of like a nutty without trying to be fair and include both sides. Kelly hasn't come on YouTube and lied to thousands of people.
Because everyone knows only liars are on YouTube.
But we don't know that he's lied about it. He may truly believe that.
I love how I've turned this family's turmoil into my own personal circus, and how I've convinced everyone that they should ignore the little girl making the claims and focus on the crazy parents.
support or no one
You
was
would exploit
believing
your
me.
child on social media?
Well,
If you weren't getting your way, you'd exploit your child?
if I'm to that point, I can't say that I would not.
Then you need to do some self-reflection and figure out why you're so selfish and put yourself first and not your child. That's selfish.
Oh my God, so you would like actually believe your kid and you would keep trying to help your kid with their claims and you would tell the public and look to the public for help if no one else was helping you? That's like totally selfish.
Let me ask you this. What has social media done?
Well, besides being placed in a home where she's no longer being abused or making claims of abuse, what has social media done for her?
And I hope you've learned that, because social media can do nothing. They don't have any power. Social media doesn't have any power.
It's not like you're Brad's wife.
The glare. I have a lot of respect for the glare and Annie.
Hi, Claire.
You can't act that. I am sorry.
Yes, you can.
No, you
Yes,
cannot.
you can. Yes, you can. I'm telling you, you can.
If you only knew half of the lies I told her age, you'd never believe a 9-year-old again.
Where is the proof that she had acting classes? Where is the proof that someone was coaching her?
Well, I'm not saying this was professional acting. I'm saying it's going to come out that she was coached.
She's only lying to numerous law enforcement professionals and medical staffs and counselors, so it's not like we need professional acting here.
What do you mean by where's the proof?
You're a chicken!
For he was I don't know.
Paper.
Court documents, I guess you missed those. Those were all released by Katie Joy. I didn't release all those medical documents because I didn't feel it was fair.
Or I didn't have peeps in Texas like Katie Joy did.
How did she know? How do you know what was in his mind?
I
Are
gotta
you
be careful what I say.
mind?
My granddaughter's in
I get that your granddaughter's there.
I don't give a shit about your granddaughter.
Okay, well, I've seen it. It's in my email.
Show it.
I'm not going to show it on this channel. I'm not going to do that.
Call on my bluff? All right, motherfucker.
If you had the proof, you would show it.
No, I wouldn't. That's not how I operate.
Why are you pushing this proof thing? It's almost like you're thinking critically or something by demanding proof.
That's putting you first. You're a right fighter. You want to be right.
Well,
you would care more. Shut up. Because you know what, Gramsy, with your granddaughter there?
The two of you there are looking awfully shifty. Back off my chicken.
Clearly, you want to invade and hear some salacious details about her, the exam she's had, and the abuse she may or may not have suffered.
I have to translate the abuse in the medical exam being called salacious? How the fuck?
Not invading her privacy. How am I invading her privacy? I tell objective truths.
Because when the truth is subjective, it never invades.
What have I said that has invaded her privacy? She was in distress. I agree. She's a child caught in the middle of warring parents during a heated custodial exchange, and her father had spent all summer long alienating her from her mother.
Exactly. So where exactly in my play-by-play account of her life am I invading her privacy?
You don't think he should lose after bringing around a woman who's lost custody of her 2 children? Do you think he's safe around a woman like that?
Just because she's not making claims of abuse right now does not mean that she's safer there than with her alleged abuser.
I disagree.
Okay, next. What's your next point? It's fine you disagree. I'm not going to try to convince you.
You win this one.
Oh, yes, she has. And I'm not disrespecting her. I'm giving my thoughtful analysis of what she's done the past 5 months.
It's not disrespectful to constantly watch someone all day, every day for 5 months, wishing to emulate her, wishing to be her.
I am allowed to do that. So I'm going to ask you again.
All right,
is
let me
Sophie
think.
in any better position tonight than she was 5 months ago?
And saying that she's not being abused anymore just isn't an acceptable answer.
She's still with Michael.
She's with Michael, who has a revolving door of floozies.
Exactly. I mean, that may not be illegal or a crime, but
She is not around men that Kelly have around.
She's around women that Mike has around.
exactly. She's around these women who she's never accused of abuse before.
I have no idea more than you do.
I wouldn't bet on that.
All right, where's your camera?
What do you mean, where's my camera? Okay, so you're very firm as she was essayed. Is there nothing that will convince you otherwise?
Exactly, because you can't
Well, then
say...
that just tells me that you love the idea of her being essayed, and that makes you kind of sick. So
Nice.
Exactly. I'm the one who referred to it earlier as salacious, but you're the sick one.
Okay, so if your granddaughter made a claim that you abused her and she did it in a really convincing way, would it make it true?
Because hypothetical anecdotals are always accurate.
I'm not saying you would do it.
Actually, you are by saying that just let's end this because you're getting mad and I'm just...
No, I'm getting frustrated because you're stupid. You're blinded by emotion.
I can tell how blinded you are by emotion by how upset I'm getting and how I'm yelling and how calm you're remaining.
Never.
Stop interrupting me. Kicking your grandmother and screaming is bratty behavior, is it not?
Of course it's bratty behavior. I mean, one should only become violent when it's self-defense.
Can you just answer that without bringing your niece and your grandmother and your cousin from another mother into it?
I mean, you've said before, like, quote unquote, I have issues with females. I don't like women. You said
I've never said that I don't like women.
So on your Therapy with Kay video starting at 20 minutes and 18 seconds after you said you believe you're autistic, you started going into how you've never dealt well with other women, you've never fit in, you've never been able to fit in. You said, I've never done well with females. Every single female boss I've ever had, I've had an issue with. You said
I never said every single female boss. I've never said that because I've had female bosses I've had no problems with. So I know I never said that. But go ahead.
You never said every female boss I've ever had, I've had an issue
No,
with?
I never said that because I've had female bosses that I've not had issues with. So I've had issues with female bosses. I will admit I have had issues with
time stamp is 20 minutes and 40 seconds. There's
okay, what's your point? What's your point? Or do you have some point to this? Oh my God, shut your mouth.
But you talk about Annie being a public spectacle, yet Annie is always like calm, collected. She's articulate.
Yeah, I get the point. She's everything I'm never gonna be. Now go shut the fuck up.
Boring. She's not articulate, she's boring.
You only deviate when I tell you you don't talk to Kelly. That's when you deviate, because you don't talk to Kelly.
Oh, okay.
You
all right.
do not.
Okay. All right.
So, next question.
Do not talk to
question.
Kelly.
You do not. Next question. What is your personal back?
Take a look at these men.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at these men. Okay, so yeah, you make such an excellent point.
I mean,
excellent point. Well, I need to remove Mr. Nut from there because I've absolved him of he and I've.
Oh, you have?
Okay. Yeah, but so he should be removed from this. But
okay.
Yeah, exactly, Lewis. He's not on my shit list anymore, so you can back down. Good boy.
Rosa Mia.
Rosa Mia.
Rosa, you have 1 more minute. Come, what does that have to do with anything that I don't get along with female bosses? What does that have to do with anything?
Because listen, this stupid name that he gave me, Labia Boy. What the Labia Boy?
Labia.
Okay, and that brings us to the end. So member shoutouts. I want to thank T. King, Tina Cullery, Rena Rue, Yoo-Hoo Shushu, Noelani, Babibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Holly B, Jen Gerard, Sensibly Morbid, Angie Dare 1, Poodlerific, Larissa M, Chicken Cakes, Lady Law, Susan, Crystal, Pink Flamingo, Stacy Bloomberg, Claire S. Bear, Lizzie Stardust, Lil Red, y'all. Hey, Lil Red. SS, Dottie Morgan, Kelly Gentry, Not All Who Wander, Enough is Enough, and Channeling Dish. Thank you guys again so much for joining, and thank you everyone for watching.